Yeah, all week I've been trying to do this, but right now, you hear my birds in the background chirping. Yes. May God bless each and everyone who's listening this morning. I ask God to open your minds, open some ears this morning and understanding, and bless us with your blessing, God. Pour out your spiritual blessing in all souls. Everyone who's hearing this morning in the truth, plain truth ministry, plain truth gospel message. Now I have a special message I want to deliver this week. The message about the Gentiles, Gentile people, Gentile nation. Now, when I was a child growing up, I always wondered, was God for black people? Because all I used to see when I was a child was a white Jesus, a white image, a picture in a frame. Everywhere I go was always a white Jesus. You know, I was a little kid in Jamaica, and basically Jamaican have their culture, and their culture was in about Rastafari, was about Marcus Garvey, who prophesied about look to Africa. Look in the east of Africa. There's going to be a coronation about an Ethiopian king by the name of Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie, His Majesty, last, I guess, empire of Ethiopia, coming from the loins of Solomon and Sheba, from the seed of David. So as I grow older, I always want to ask, is there a black Jesus? Question that children used to ask. Even when I was a young man, people used to always talking about, why would black men bow down and pray to a white Jesus? And I used to think that Jesus was a white man. But I grew up to find out that Jesus really is not a white man. So in that case, that's what lead me into searching the scriptures. Simple little things like, I wanted to know if Jesus was a black man. I went searching, and the closest thing I came with is that people in the Middle East, people in that area of the world, was dark-skinned people. So when you're talking about the Hebrews and the Jews and all these people in the Middle East, these was colored people. These were dark-skinned people. There wasn't that plain white people like the picture that I used to see about Jesus. Now, what I'm talking about right now is no way this could happen in the church. The church would never allow me to talk about the white Jesus or a black Jesus. So I could do it in this platform in the plain truth of the plain gospel message to everyone who's listening. I want to tell you about black people and about how do we come to be Christian, to worship God, to celebrate God, and to praise God, and to accept Jesus Christ, that Jesus was not a white man. So this I got to get straight right off the top of this right now. Jesus was not a black man. Someone who start listening and to hear the conversation or what I am proclaiming this morning, they might pause and listen. Because a lot of people ask me that question when I do my street ministry, is Jesus a black man? So I have to be able to answer these questions. And right now, I am going to answer these questions in this service, or I wouldn't call it a service, in this proclamation this morning. In this ministry this morning, I am going to tell you about Jesus and black people. Black people coming out of Africa. How did it all get started? How did it started that it come to be that we are serving a God who is make no difference whether he black or white. We serve a God. It doesn't make no difference if he is black or a white. Jesus wasn't just a man. Jesus was a spirit. Jesus come from another world. His kingdom is not of this world, and we getting ready for a kingdom that is to come. He told us about a kingdom that is to come. Just like I want to tell you right now, Jesus was not a black man. Now, black people from slavery days grew up worshiping God, praising God in their own ways, own little time and own little church, black Jesus, black dreadlocks, Solomon, all these people in the Bible. You know that it wasn't just all white European. It's not. It's mainly dark-skinned colored people. Now, I want to let you know that before Abraham, before in Genesis chapter 12, before Abraham there was all Gentiles people, Gentile. And came after the flood, after that old world that was destroyed, that judgment before the flood. All the nation, all the people at that time were wicked and evil. All was wicked and evil people. Take a pause right there. I got to answer the door for somebody's coming. So let's take a break. We come back to this.